Alright, let's get into it. You saw the title. It's an unboxing of a 767 Atlas Air. This registration number has been converted into a freighter, but Atlas does have they do have 5-passenger versions of the 767. They only do charter flights, but this one's been converted into a freighter. As I said, its first flight was 1992. It has 2 GE engines. The registration is November 649 Golf Tango. But when it does have when it is in the passenger version, it seats 210 and a 6,800 looks like range. 6,800. Max takeoff weight 412,000 pounds. 180-foot length. 55-foot height. It's pretty tall. And the wingspan is 156. So it's a little longer than it is wide. I got some other cargos here. FedEx, Cargo Italia DC-10. The Hawaiian's not a freighter, but Avianca A330-200 is a freighter. And I don't know if that's a freighter because it never was painted into service. So that's the bare metal Malaysian. Okay, let's get into it. Hopefully I think it was new, I'm not sure. It looks new. Looks nice. Yeah, it's gotta be new. The way you can tell the way the plastic. You can tell the way the I'm gonna break it before I even get to look at it. Very delicate. Small, this 1 to 400 scale, small guys. Yeah, it looks nice. First impressions. Super nice looking. L1 door. Atlas Air titles. Some nice winglets. Engines look kind of small, but it is a 1 to 400 767. I think the cockpit looks. I think the nose cone looks great. Cargo door. Baggage, I guess for the baggage maybe. Front baggage, and it's got a rear baggage door probably too. Maybe on the other side. There you can see the registration number. November 649 Golf Tango. There you can see the Atlas Giant. And if you didn't know, their call sign is Giant on the radio. No. Let's see. I don't see any. Maybe it's missing a baggage door. Some nice detail in the. It's got the landing lights. Let's look in the. Fan blades look great. For such a small plane. Windshield, the nose cone looks great to me. The classic 767 nose cone. Nose gear looks good. And the nose, even the handle to open the door. Got some antenna, I should say. Kind of big, but who knows? One in the front and one in the rear. This was built in 1992, so unless it's retrofitted, there is no Wi-Fi. It's probably, I mean, it's a charter plane, so they probably got it. They probably retrofitted it. Nothing spectacular about the. See if it's got the 767. No, I don't think this. The landing gear doesn't rotate. Doesn't tilt. I mean, it does roll though. It's not tilting though, like the classic 767. So what do y'all think? Let's put it on the runway. Get a good look at it. Oh, help if it be down the center line. Let's compare it to some other planes. The A330-200. It's not much different. I mean, you can noticeably smaller, but I mean, the A330 is I mean, I guess the 767 classify as a wide body. I don't think so. It's a single aisle plane, right? It's a single aisle plane. Pretty sure. I guess I should have checked that. But I'm pretty sure the 767. No, it's gotta be a wide body. Because 757 is the biggest narrow body. Yeah, so 767, especially the 400. I know there are 2 aisles because I had a 767-400 in the 1 to 200 scale. Let's see what it looks like against the DC-10. I think it's going to be very similar to the DC-10, but DC-10 is taller and wider. So I guess I was wrong about that. I mean, DC-10 looks much bigger actually, although the wingspan is very similar. Let's put it tail to tail. Let's put them tail to tail and see what it looks like. DC-10 is a tad bit taller. It is a tri-jet though, you gotta remember that. Alright, let's put it next to the MD-10. It's probably very similar to the DC-10. That's a fine looking plane there, that MD-10. The engines are noticeably bigger on the DC-10. And my finger, yeah. Here's another A330. A330's got a pointy nose, huh? Yeah, the wingspan's noticeably bigger on the A330-200. Engines are much larger. I mean, look how big the engine is on the A330 compared to this 767. I didn't realize the engines were that much different. And let's put the 767 on side the A380. Wow. And look at that, guys. It's huge. 767 might fit on the wing. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Yep. Take it right on the wing. The length of the 767 is almost the length of one wing of the A380. All right, smash the thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. Oh man, I just keep knocking them like that. Why do I keep knocking it like that? Subscribe if you haven't, and all that good stuff. Wait, I got one more. Compare it to a 787 Dreamliner. Wow. Dreamliner is a lot bigger. This is the 787-9. It's the most common version, I believe, of the Dreamliner. The 787-9. Of course, I got the Atlas Air 767-300 and the Hawaiian Airbus 330. Here you got the Cargo Italia DC-10-30. And this is the Avianca Cargo Airbus 330-200. This is the same plane. Should be identical, except for the underbelly of this. They had to do something to strengthen, I think, because of the cargo. They changed it to a cargo plane. They did something to that underneath there. You can see the underneath the nose cone. Yeah. And I meant to say this Atlas Air, since they converted it to a cargo plane, they do a lot of hops to South America. I was looking it up. Actually, this registration, November 649. They do a lot of hops to Ecuador, Quito, Ecuador, Bogota, Colombia. Where else they go? They go to Brazil, Manaus, Brazil. M-A-N, I think it is. M-A-N. Yeah, Manaus. Yeah, from Miami. Almost always from Miami. Miami to Manaus, Miami to Bogota, Miami to Quito. I think it does a lot of hops back and forth to South America. 3 to 4.5 hours. I think the Manaus flight is like 5 hours or something. I want to say 4.5 or 5 hours from Miami. Nice little ride. All right, smash the thumbs up button. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. There she is, a beauty. Atlas Air. Man, I got a great deal on this plane. I forgot how much I paid, but it was like $30, I think, on eBay. And I think it's new too. It looks beautiful. See y'all in the next video. Peace out.